dark side of Hell's Kitchen. Hey guys, welcome back to Field Trend. In the previous video on Hell's Kitchen and Unknown Facts, we revealed a lot about how the show is so hard on contestants. These contestants absolutely have no idea what they'll be going through while on the show. In this video, we talk about the negative effects of Hell's Kitchen on the viewer and also have an interesting story about a past contestant later on in this video. Stay tuned and watch. Before we start with the video, however, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for the latest notifications and updates. This way, you will never miss another video. With that said, let's jump straight into today's video. No family connections. Hell's Kitchen as a show is exclusive and requires a lot of secrecy to be maintained on the part of contestants on the show. You aren't allowed to keep any contact with family and friends during the entirety of the show. It's possible that even when the show is over, contestants have to sign non-disclosure agreements to keep behind-the-scenes events a secret. One contestant stated, "The producers will call our parents to update them on what's going on and let them know that everything's okay." Malone told Delish, "If you have a rough day, you can't just call up your best friend and talk shit or go out for a jog to clear your head," negatively affecting the hospitality industry. According to a research conducted by one Dr. Pen Pontum Sinchai, shows like Hell's Kitchen can negatively affect the restaurant industry. Pontum Sinchai states that showing this behavior on television is toxic as it contributes to locker room talk in the restaurant industry. So, what exactly is locker room talk? Well, it's basically aggressive behavior among colleagues in a particular industry. Shows like Hell's Kitchen promote verbal and sometimes even physical abuse among chefs and employees of a particular hotel. You can already guess why this isn't okay. But what exactly is the cause for this? Hell's Kitchen as a show portrays Ramsay as a boss that is intimidating and sometimes abusive to the contestants on the show. Therefore, higher position chefs and staff members feel entitled and tend to emotionally or physically abuse junior staff. The worst part is that workers will endure the abuse for the so-called great experience and the promise of where their roles now will get their careers in the future. Winning the competition doesn't guarantee you a high position. Take this with a pinch of salt. Winning Hell's Kitchen doesn't grant you a higher position at restaurants you work at post the show. The highest position you could possibly get is the head chef position, according to past contestant Kevin Cottle. That's not all, as you have to wait a year to start working a new job, according to Megan Hill, Season 14 contestant, and that's just the beginning. Because being on the show can ruin your life if you don't have a hold on it, as we see in our final point. The show's winners have had a rough post-appearance. Now here's an interesting story about the Hell's Kitchen contestant who didn't have it so good after winning the competition. Michael Ray, winner of the very first season, had just won Hell's Kitchen and had one really difficult decision to make. The then 27-year-old chef was made an offer by Ramsay himself to work alongside him in London. After some nervous deliberation, a shell-shocked Michael agreed. Michael would, however, later change his mind due to a drug addiction that he was suffering from at the time. Michael flew to London with high hopes, but in the end, fears of not having access to his drugs eventually made him turn down the offer. Despite turning down the chance to work with one of the world's best chefs, Michael still had a lot going for him once he returned to the US. He was preparing to open his own restaurant in Los Angeles. He had money in the bank and was expecting his first child, a daughter, with his wife Lola. However, tragedy struck and he lost his daughter, due to which Michael could no longer prevent his addiction taking hold of his life. Michael managed to carry on at the restaurant for around 6 weeks after his daughter passed away before walking away. His relationship soon broke down and he started living out of his drug. Michael would still find work in kitchens, mainly so he could fund his spiraling drug habit. Before long, Michael was living beneath an underpass near Hollywood Boulevard. Although Michael was by then on the streets and in the full-blown thralls of addiction, he would still find ways to cook. At one point, he was leading classes at the high-end Sur La Table store by day, then retiring to the underpass to take drugs and sleep at night. Michael's situation was so bad he was refused admission into rehab. He had his lowest when he almost died. However, Michael soon got himself on his feet and entered rehab in 2012. Today, Michael is clean and has a wife and a house. This story just goes to show winning a competitive reality show isn't going to make you wealthy or happy. You need to know how to manage your fame, health, finances. That's all we got for you in this video. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Thanks for watching.